Russia. And it ends not far from Berlin, but over the spearhead of the Russian defense is the Mustang tank of World War II. The first fully mounted tank. This tank has slow power, which greatly increases the protection against incoming rounds. It has very wide track that prevents those vehicles from sinking in deep mud or deep snow, and it has a dual-purpose gun, a gun that can fire armor-piercing and high-explosive ammunition. And this is the most produced tank of World War II. Over 50,000 examples are made. This is the final version, equipped with the 85mm gun. WWII weapons carrier and the US-6 Studebaker doing on the Eastern Front. Now, this is a very important part of narrative. Russia did not fight alone. Russia was an ally of the United States and Great Britain. And the United States had this program called Lend-Lease, where it would provide armaments, tanks, planes, ships, trucks, guns to every other nation that would fight against the common enemy, such as Nazi Germany. That's why you see these American-made vehicles, and this was a very important part of the Russian, eventual Russian victory. Not only the planes, initiated by the Soviet Army was preceded by a massive barrage of artillery of every caliber, including multiple rocket launchers called Katyushas. That was occupied in 1939. Even though Russians were a nominal enemy of Poland, when Germany attacked Russia, Russians, being enemy of the enemy, became somewhat of an inconvenient ally for the Poles. The imprisoned Poles, Russia imprisoned over 2 million Polish citizens into their gulags and war camps, executed over 35,000 of Polish citizens, Polish officers, doctors, judges, and other people that were deemed dangerous to the Soviet regime. Nevertheless,